ScentBlocker Most Wanted is brought to you by Matthews, catch us if you can, and Rage, leading the evolution in lethal technology.
If you're going to Africa, them wildebeest got to be on somebody's list. Them is awesome animals. You know, like Bob said, over the years, we've had a lot of guests that have tagged along and came to experience Johnny Vivier safaris. And we had two people in camp this year, very, very special to all of us that are archers. I know everybody's heard of the National Rifle Association and such organizations that fight for us politically every day for us to keep and bear arms and hunt and things. Well, there's also people doing that same thing for all of us that are archers, and that's called the ATA, the Archery Trade Association. And we had the opportunity to have with us this year the president of the ATA, Jay McInich, and Michelle Zung. Now, Jay has always spent his time in Washington, D.C., dealing with senators and governors on our behalf. Michelle, on the other hand, she is every day out there promoting the sport of archery.
I work for the Archery Trade Association. I'm the director of archery and bow hunting programs, which means I do really everything on the outreach side, so promoting the sports of both archery and bow hunting, and you name it, anything that has to do with that. I'm involved in all of the various school programs, National Archery in Schools program, our Explore Bow Hunting program. It's what I really enjoy doing most about that is getting the entities that promote other activities, recreational activities and sports involved, like cities and counties and schools where those programs belong, building archery parks, and then really working with local archers and bow hunters in their communities to help them promote the sport right there at home.
That was fun.
This hunt started for me over 2.5 years ago when Scott Schultz joined our board of directors of the ATA. Scott started working on me and telling me that I did not get a chance to do enough of what really I spent a lot of time worrying about, and that's bow hunting. And one of the fun things that happened that first year when Scott was on the board is we had dinner one night at our ATA trade show. Scott invited quite a group of folks in. I met Bob and Larry, among a lot of other folks that I had not met before, and we sat and listened, and then all of a sudden during the evening, this guy, Johnny Vivier, stood up, big shock of black hair, strapping guy from South Africa, and I thought, okay, here comes the sell. We're gonna try to get into a hunt. And this guy told the damnedest stories that I have ever seen. This guy was not only funny, he was passionate and committed to what was going on in South Africa, and I was definitely intrigued. I didn't go last year, and now I regret it, but the next year, the same thing happened. And the same thing happened again. Johnny got up at a dinner and spoke about his South African hunting experiences, spoke about hunting Cape Buffalo with Scott Schultz and our host. And it didn't take long, and I said, okay, Scott, I need to make this trip. I'll carve out 2 weeks and see if I can figure out a way to get with you to South Africa with this group of folks that you've got lined up. And I'll do something I haven't done in probably close to 15 years, and that is just block 2 weeks, take my bow, put some scent blocker and some camo and all the other stuff I needed in my bow case, and head over to South Africa. This was actually a life experience for me. I don't know if I'll get back. My schedule often doesn't allow it. But I will tell you, it's going to be one of the most tempting trips to make again, simply because of the camaraderie, the bow hunting, Johnny Vivier. So I've had an absolutely wonderful time.
ScentBlocker Most Wanted has been brought to you by Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession.